He was just re-elected for a second term as Secretary General of the IMO. During his first tenure, the IMO produced a strategic plan for 2018 to 2023 with a focus on smart and eco-friendly shipping, as well as the implementation of many new regulations. Please welcome on stage, Kitack Lim.
Royal Highness Prince and the Prime Minister and Excellencies, Ministers, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. I'm very delighted to be here with you today. No Shipping is one of the landmark trade events for the shipping industry. It is a showcase for technology and a forum for innovation and leadership. I'm very aware that as the regulatory authority for international shipping, IMO indirectly drives much of the technology development and policy initiatives that are being expedited and discussed here. So for me, the opportunity to see directly how the shipping industry and equipment and service supplier and the shipbuilding industry as well are responding to new development of technology and the challenges. This one very informative and helpful to me and to IMO. The theme chosen by the organizers for this conference could not be more pertinent for our organization and the member state. As a part of UN family, IMO's vision and the strategy is clearly aligned with the global efforts to improve the lives of people everywhere and to reduce the negative impact of human development on our common heritage planet. Today, action to breathe life into these values is focused on around UN 2030 agenda and its 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Most of the elements of the 2030 agenda will only be realized with the sustainable transport sector, particularly shipping, together with the port industry, which is crucial for world trade and the world economy. SDG 14, which deals with the oceans, is central to our organization and the member state, but the aspect of organization work can be linked to all the individual SDGs. I believe the organization IMO is making good progress in working toward these goals. Reduction of greenhouse gas emissions, which mentioned just by the Prime Minister, low sulfur fuel oil, ballast water management equipment. Those are just the three recent developments of example. You could also add to these the adoption of the polar codes, our involvement with the Global Partnership for Marine Litter, and IMO's development, our own action plan on marine plastic litters, the special protection given to the particularly sensitive sea areas, and the financial compensation regime established for pollution victims. Shipping is just one of many stakeholders competing for the use of the ocean. The world ocean provides raw material, energy, food, employment, place to live, and a place to relax. So-called blue economy of ocean-related business and activities is expanding rapidly around the world. The blue economy must be sustainable. It must not come at the expense of the ocean and marine ecosystem. But sadly, it has been widely documented the global marine environment and resources are being overexploited at an ever-increasing rate and scale. growth in this sector, blue growth, must be balanced and sustainable. The No Shipping Conference theme sums up perfectly the key questions we face: how to safeguard our fragile marine environment while developing commercial activity that benefits mankind. Topics are paramount for 174 IMO member states and NGOs that are, as I mentioned, IMO 2020, low sulfur content issues, greenhouse gas emission reduction strategy, with its ambitious goal to reduce emission from international shipping by at least 50% by 2050 and work toward decarbonization by the end of this century. Action plan to reduce marine litters, black carbon issues, all reinforce IMO's commitment to sustainable development. One beneficial byproduct of this is to drive changes in the global fleet and promoting new and more efficient ship design and streamlining vessel operation. IMO also play a leadership role in the major environmental projects like GLOMIP, Growth Fouling, Maritime Technology Cooperation Center, MTCC, MEPC's newly announced Greenhouse 2050 project, many more, all established to enhance the environmental soundness and efficiency of shipping and contributing to the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions from international shipping. This further illustrates how the regulatory drive created by IMO member states is backed up by practical activities to raise awareness and capacity building for developing countries, and particularly small island developing countries. In this context, let me just briefly mention Norway's valuable contribution. Both the government of Norway and the Norwegian Agency for Development Cooperation, NORAD, and are among the most generous and effective supporters of IMO activities. Of our current projects, both marine environment protection for Southeast Asia seas and the Green Voyage 2050 project are funded from Norwegian sources, and I'm very, very grateful to them for their support. Ladies and gentlemen, however, we must keep our sights on the future. Shipping must meet increasing demand of its customers and the society as a whole. With regard to environmental and social performance, it must continually adjust to new expectations and development. At the same time, there is an equally strong pressure to achieve economic sustainability. These two ideas, mutually compatible, higher standards for safety and environmental performance often come at initial financial cost, but they also provide opportunities to find truly effective and financially sound solutions in the long term. New technological developments such as digitalization, artificial intelligence, robotics, increasing automation, including issues like cybersecurity as well as availability of renewable and alternative energy resources, together with enhanced hull design and improved operational procedure to optimize performance, those can both improve environmental performance and the safety of ships and cut operating costs at the same time. I have no doubt the halls of No Shipping this week will be filled with a great example of this kind of innovation needed to take shipping into new era. I can assure IMO will be playing its part in building digitalization and new technology into the regulatory framework and actively supporting maritime industry in the uptake of these technologies. we are carrying out the scoping exercise into use of autonomous surface ships MAS to look into the regulatory aspect of autonomous vessel from safety, security, liability, and the compensation aspect. Finally, let me to highlight this year's theme of World Maritime theme for 2019, empowering women in the maritime community. In order for shipping to be sustainable, we must draw talent from every corner of the globe. A diverse industry is a sustainable industry. While we are highlighting gender equality in the maritime industry this year, it is a continuing effort toward attainment of SDG 5 on gender equality and SDG 8, decent work for all. I hope you all join IMO's effort to bring attention to the important initiative. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the WISTA for the excellent work which has been done recently. Ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude by thanking organizers of No Shipping for the opportunity to speak at this important conference and commending them for their foresight in selecting such an important and very timely topic. Also, I'd like to thank to the government of Norway again for the generous support, contribution, many ways to our work. I wish you all and all participants at this No Shipping another successful and fruitful event. Thank you for your attention.